Matt Bohon. He had no pick, as I mentioned just a moment ago. He was left with Spitfire. He's ridden only 2 of his last 10, but it was the ride in round 2 on what I say that got him there. Let's send it down to Leah Garcia for more.
Craig, this is the second event in a row where Matt Bohon has snuck into the championship round with 1 ride and a pretty low score. He knew when he was getting into it that he was probably going to be left with Spitfire. Said that this is a bull that's really challenging to ride. It's hard to get a rhythm on. He's really strong. So Matt is just going to bear down, tuck his chin, and see what happens.
Best thing he could do on any back of any bull. Wow, that didn't last very long. That tuck chin, oh boy, he took another big hit. For the second event in a row in Tulsa, it was his nose.
Stay down, Matt.
Wow.
Stay down, Matt.
Matt Bohon taking a shot right here. Our sports medicine.
This is not an auspicious start to our championship round, that's for sure.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get his best off. I think bring him in.
Listening to Dr. Tandy Freeman and his staff attend to Matt Bohon.
Do is take a deep breath.
Yeah, that's okay. Board on his right side.
Tandy Freeman and his staff, the best in the business. You heard Tandy directing the EMTs to bring the board over to the other side. That's the safest place for the smallest amount of spinal movement. Tandy's holding his head at the moment to ensure there's stabilization on the spine.
Anywhere in the world trained better than our sports medicine team is to deal with these types of injuries.
No, it's not on him.
J-Dub, we say it a lot, but this is just unfortunately one of the side effects of doing this sport week in and week out, isn't it?
Let's get the board.
I'll tell you what, it's a rough sport, but when you I hate to say there's a good side of this, but in some injuries it's best to be unconscious for them, just for the simple fact that you don't realize what happened. You're not trying to move, you're not trying to get up, you're not trying to fight the doctors, and he's in the best hands right now, I guarantee you.
Well, you bring up a great point, and we saw this in round number 1 with Corey Rash. I mean, the first inclination, isn't it, as a rider when you come to, is you just immediately want to pop up and say, I'm okay.
Yeah, is to get up, get to moving around, try to shake it off. And if there's a good thing about being knocked out, you don't fight the injury at hand. And, you know, it's tough.
And then what's tough is when it's your boy out there. There's Matt's dad, Everett, who's been in China for 30 days. He just got back, just flew in here, and oh, man.
His mom's here.
Yeah,
it's tough.
Yeah, it's tough sport on parents, tough on bodies, and maybe even tougher on moms and dads.
It's probably tougher on the moms and dads and wives that's watching.
I got the head.
But there's a different level. There's a different level of thinking in families that participate in this because they know how tough the human body is. They've seen these guys at this level. They've gone through this before. Little consolation, but we'll take a little bit here and there right now anytime we see somebody packed out of the arena.
Just put him on their gurney. They need to get their...
Without question, we will bring you the update on Matt's condition as it becomes available. I know it's tough perhaps to look at, but we're just going to show you this one more time. It was a very quick ride. It looks as though he caught the left horn right there, but that really was only the beginning.
I think he was pretty dazed right there because you see he's not really using his legs to get up underneath himself. Not that you can when the bull's whipping as hard as he was around the right like that, but this guy is one of the most athletic guys in the PBR. You can see right there, he may be out right before he got drilled. Right, he may have been out when he was swinging.
Saw one of the Dickies Duraburo fighters, Frank Newsom, get a shot as well, trying to get in there as fast as he could. All 3 of them. Joe Bumgardner, Shorty Gorham, illustrating yet again how important their role in keeping the Cowboys safe is.
They are transporting him to the hospital, and you had mentioned that he had not woken up yet.
First of all, I want to
Yeah, basically, he took an awfully hard blow to the head there. He was never responsive in the arena. He just started moving a little bit as we were loading him out to the ambulance. But it's a serious injury, and it's the kind of thing, at that point, he hadn't regained consciousness. He's going to need a little closer look than what we can do here in the training room.
Excellent. Thank you. Craig?
Well, we all know this, but it bears repeating. Matt Bohon, without question, in the best possible hands, and we wish him a speedy recovery.